guys, Luke back with another episode, and today I'm talking about Jeruhmi. Now, of course, in my last video, I didn't really discuss his points really fairly, and I really want to just disprove pretty much everything that I can. Of course, he does make some actual good points, surprisingly, but basically the way he proves those points is by crying on Twitter, which is what he did. And of course, I'm going to go over Adopt Me's points after going over his, because last time I did theirs first, and how he's surprisingly actually trying to sue Adopt Me, of all things, for defamation of character. And of course, defamation of character is just lying about somebody and defaming them. But yeah, if you enjoy videos like this and want to see more, make sure you guys go and hit a like, and make sure you comment down below what's your opinion on Jeruhmi at this point. And not to mention, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can get notified of my content. So without further ado, let's begin. So through Jeruhmi's many tirades on Twitter, I've managed to scrounge up some actual viable information, and here's his side of the story. And our first topic is USD buying. Now keep in mention, Adopt Me was accusing this guy of buying Adopt Me pets and Adopt Me items off of eBay, which is a site where you can just buy things, and obviously this is off site, so this is actually against Roblox TOS and Adopt Me TOS. Now surprisingly, Adopt Me gave little to no proof of this. The only proof that we could actually find that was hard evidence was him knowing the price of Adopt Me pets, and of course having tons of limited items that of course couldn't have been bought today, therefore making it either duped because not that many were sold, or of course bought, because there's no way you just had that many just laying around. Of course, I could just write all these off as coincidences, which would be extremely easy to do, because maybe somebody did dupe it and then give it to Jeruhmi. Jeruhmi has over 1 million subscribers. There's definitely somebody willing to do that for Jeruhmi. Who's to say that he bought them? It's just really indecisive, because also him knowing the price. When you're inside of the community for long enough, you can know the price of something and not be buying it yourself. So there's no actual hard evidence of him buying Adopt Me pets, so we can't even be sure until Adopt Me releases it that he was even banned fairly. Because if you check Adopt Me's video, the only proof that they used was him knowing the price, which is preposterous, because if I know the price of, say, illegal Robux online, does not mean I'm automatically buying it. I have no clue why the Adopt Me team wouldn't release hard evidence on this if they have it, as it would make their case a lot stronger, considering how they're just basing this entire argument off of him knowing the price of something and having limited items. So the defense Jeruhmi puts off for himself is pitiful, I might add. He says, as far as buying for real cash, slander. I have the proof showing that Adopt Me would spawn in whatever I asked for, how much was the game before I ever started recording regularly. They were fans. They knew whatever they spawned in for me would be given away. Huh? Like, how does that make any sense? You're saying that Adopt Me would just spawn in new pets? To me, that makes me lose brain cells, because personally, I'm not inside of the community. I don't think they spawn in pets for YouTubers, but I want to see this proof, Jeruhmi, because I do not believe that at all. So what was the other argument he made, which is the same one I was telling you before? Someone gave him duped items and he took them 4 months ago, which they're now labeling that as hard evidence that he bought them. He said, I got banned off Adopt Me for something that happened on an old account. I already had started fresh, as that was 4 months ago when somebody traded me duped items. I didn't know Adopt Me labeled this as me buying them for $40 each. I was mass handing them out. He also said, don't get involved, it's not worth it. I already got banned after accepting 100 candy cannons from that person. I should have known that there was more to it, and they may have been duped. It was a mistake, but it happened 4 months ago. Now, as you can see from Jeruhmi saying that, apparently he got the candy canes and the limited items from someone who duped it. Now that makes perfect sense. I have no idea why he decided to say also that Adopt Me was spawning in stuff for him instead of another tweet. It just really complicates the entire situation and makes it worse on himself. Next, we're going to talk about his side on bans. So he got banned 3 times on Roblox. Now the Adopt Me team said he was extremely sus, basically, with his wording of the video after he made when he got banned. Now Adopt Me really took care of him whenever he got banned. They transferred his items, etc. But little do they know, he was actually banned for apparently buying stuff off-site. The sin against God. Now this would be easy to dispute and argue if we could actually see the moderator note and see why he got banned. But if you check the moderator note, it just says your account has been deleted for violating the terms of service. So it gets a lot more complicated. Now inside of this video, he says, and I quote,
Moderator note, your account has been deleted for violating the terms of service, and I've had my friends and I all look through this together. We cannot find anything I've reached out to Roblox. They have deleted my account.
And before Jeruhmi's fans say something like you took him out of context, well, go and watch the video yourself. You can see clearly that I did not take him at all out of context. He said this and he meant this. But then, contrary to his YouTube video, he says, I was never banned off Roblox for anything against US, by the way. That was a complete lie. It was always related to sharing limited to my girlfriend. Each ban came a day after our trades. Adopt Me fully took my clips out of context. All lies, but I'm not making you a video. Evil. So now his story suddenly changes. Before, he was saying that he found no evidence of him being banned for anything reasonable. Like, for instance, sharing limiteds. Did he just recently find this out? He doesn't clarify. Because inside of his videos, it appears that he is just lying because he does not clarify that, hey, he just found this out. Or maybe he just withheld the information in his video because he wanted to keep it. I have no clue. But these are just conflicting statements that make his argument weaker and really shows that he's either lying or somebody's lying or trying to cover something up. That being said, let's go ahead and move to our next topic. So our next topic is of course him attacking the lead developer. Now the way he supposedly attacked him was by sending his fans to go in at this guy on Twitter saying different stuff like, for instance, unblock him on Twitter. So this guy would get swarms of messages of people telling him to unblock Jeruhmi on Twitter, quote unquote harassing him. No. Jeruhmi's fans did not stop at that. They also sent this guy emails saying slurs, etc., just really hateful messages, actually harassing him. Now, normally I would say Jeruhmi is not responsible for what his fans do. Obviously, all he told them to do was go in at him on Twitter saying unblock him, which is completely fine. But the thing is, you can tell Jeruhmi did this in bad faith and wanted him to get harassed. Because, as you saw later inside of the video, if you watch the Adopt Me video, Jeruhmi said he needs to get this demon cast out of him. Obviously expressing that he doesn't like the dude. So, it's just in bad faith, and he does not actually care about getting unblocked. He wants this dude harassed. Now, we're going to be moving on to our last topic, which is, of course, him suing Adopt Me. Now, all the information that I covered before this was all relevant to this last part, which is why I put it on the last segment of the video. So, I compiled all the clips of his tweets that were just talking about Adopt Me in general and saying how he wanted to sue them. They say, I forgot to mention the timeline which the clips were used in totally wrong as well. Fans would see that the tone of the voice in the attack video is so angry, which means they're speaking out of emotion. It's surreal, but also a full defamation case. Does this sit well? From a legal standpoint, we're looking at a defamation of character claim. The slander reached millions by name in the title. The clips were edited with malicious intent, and the main reason was to destroy me and cause loss of income. Ban is irrelevant to this. We are getting this reviewed in a legal sense. So as you can see from this, Jeruhmi would like to sue them for defamation of character, otherwise known as just lying about him or slandering him, with bad intent, which is to, cause loss of income, which if he actually does win the case, which I don't think he will, Adopt Me would have to compensate him for the loss of income that he faced, which is definitely going to happen once he starts to lose viewers as they find out who he truly is. So yeah, that was me defending Jeruhmi and also giving my actual criticisms and telling you guys why I think Jeruhmi could use a little bit of help. Now, of course, not everything I said in this video is completely 100% facts and logic, so make sure you guys go and do your own research. Of course, I have done my research in person. I do think a lot of these things are true, but in the end, I don't really have solid proof, and all of these are really just educated guesses based on hard evidence. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go ahead and like the video and subscribe for more. Join my Discord down below and follow me on Twitter because that's the best way to get the news updates instantly. And yeah, like the video and goodbye.
Got my eyes on a computer screen, trying to work my digits in. I fidget with my lettering, but never with my sentences. I pause and check the clock, and it appears it's 6 a.m. again. Another night wasted or another day finished, and my mind is steady running in place. I don't want to fall asleep, cause I got so much to say, but I don't want to stay awake and keep exhaustion at bay.